Thank you. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. I'm very excited to introduce my new work, The Simple Life, in its world premiere performance with the Riverside Choir. For many years, this church was my home and this choir my family. So in 2012, during my last season as a member of the Riverside Choir, Christopher Johnson commissioned me to write a new work for the 85th anniversary of the church. And I was very honored by his request, especially because it meant that I would write a piece for the specific voices of my friends. And in order to integrate their personalities into the piece, I decided to set poems that reflect on different virtues that this community stands with, such as justice, courage, generosity, faith, and love. And the whole creative process for The Simple Life took place inside this church. Every morning I would arrive at 8 a.m., you can ask the security guards, in order to physically compose a piece on one of the multiple organs here in the church, typically the one in the basement so that I wouldn't bother anyone. And since I'm not an organ player myself, every time I finished a song, I would get together with Chris Johnson and he would teach me and help me establish different registrations for each section in the piece. So this was a huge learning experience for me as well. And now, to honor the diverse congregation of the church, I decided to set poems in different languages. So the first and last poems on the piece are in English, and then we take a journey around the world and listen to texts in Nahuatl, Spanish, French, and return back home to the English. And you can find those inside your program and follow along during the performance. And I want to announce that Dr. Michael Hogan, the poet of A Tide in the Affairs of Men, joins us today all the way from Guadalajara, Mexico. So Doc, please stand up and let's give him a big round of applause. So I hope you enjoy the premiere of The Simple Life. And let's do one more round of applause for the Riverside Choir and Christopher Johnson. Thank you.